live on air right now. This is going to be hilarious. Hey everyone, welcome you all to India HR Live first year celebrations with all of our team members right now who have joined with us, excuse me. We have Elora, we have Kunchal, we have SVR, and Mitu was there, and she will join in again sometime soon. And then we are waiting for Rakshida and Nubur to join with us. They are on their way. It's you know the traffic time in India. So let's wait for them. So without further ado, first of all, thank you so much to all of you, to all of our members, all of our guest speakers. Welcome all to India who have contributed to the show. So a heads up to the people, to my team who have joined with us. I can see you guys are watching the live show right now, and I can hear the echo. If you can close that window, it'll help our audience listen to us properly. There you go. We have it right now. Okay, so Kunchal, me too, Elora, and SVR, how are you guys doing?
Hi Nisha, doing good. Thank you.
Fantastic to hear. Wonderful to hear from you all. Well, in fact, there were a lot of glitches happened today behind the screen, and we were able to go live on air after two minutes or so, luckily. That's interesting. So, first of all, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for doing your best work, for bringing your A game to make the show a grand success by tweeting, by sharing everywhere. Not at all that. You are writing a fantastic content over in the HR Live, and me too, and SVR, and even Kunchal. They are our community managers who are taking care of Facebook and Twitter, everywhere, and all the visual content that you see on our Facebook page is from me too. So thank you so much to her. And our Twitter interactions is from Kunchal, and thank you so much to him. And SVR, he is managing our Twitter profile and bringing all the thought leaders to our India HR Live Facebook group. And I guess our Facebook group has gone to more than 1,800 or so members, which is enormous. And other than that, we have Elora and Rakshida is here writing great content at India HR Live, and Elora is bringing some thought leaders, some HR thought leaders to our platform. So all in all, yeah, I forgot our Nubur, Sundar Ramachandran, and Sharad. Who else we got? Yeah, so everyone, thank you so much again to believing in what I envision and what I thought India HR Live can be, and you are breaking all the barriers and making me more, what would I say, do more kind of an attitude, which is I'm really honored for that.
Nisha?
Uh-huh.
It's actually a pleasure working with India HR Live.
Well, that's great. Alrighty. So, I'm not taking the full time at this point of time. First of all, if you would like to share some of your experiences, how was this 1 year of time for you at India HR Live? What are some of the things that you have learned and some of the things that you have never ever heard of and then probably learn from India HR Live? First of all, I wanted to start with SVR.
Fine, that's great. In fact, it was a fantastic opportunity which I came to Gautam Ghosh. Thanks to him for introducing me to India HR Live. And from there, it is a great learning which I came across. And of course, I have to, there are certain things which I had to learn from the millennials and connecting up with each and everyone. And it is one of the fantastic social learning platforms what we have, and from each interaction, it has been a great learning. So that's what I could say. And apart from that, I also have the student community which is getting benefited from these interactions,
Mhm.
and it is a lovely place to learn.
Great. So, how about you, Kunjal?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to you and the entire team for completing 1 year and many more years to go. Many more years of learning and sharing for what this platform was all about that you have designed. So it's been an amazing journey, amazing learning journey from only 40 years. I've been connecting with many people on Twitter and other social channels. So it's been a great journey and looking forward to many more such interactions and learning. And it's just like from a local to a global. That's what we've been learning since morning since on Twitter. So, I mean, as you know, there are people from Indore, people from Ahmedabad, Mumbai, and you're in US. And we have also speakers joining in from Europe, UK. So it's a global platform within the India HR Live itself. So it's been an amazing journey. So congratulations everyone.
Great. And how about you, Mitu?
Actually, Nisha, I was looking for some. I was new to Twitter. It was, I guess, last year, um, 1.5 year before, and I was looking for some good Twitter chats to join. And I came across your blog when I was searching on Google. So I thought, okay, that's a wonderful content out here. So I actually subscribed to your blog. And then I got to know that you started this India HR Live and you were actually launching the first show that time. And that's how I actually came across your show and I started following it and then I started following you. And then eventually it happened it and now I'm actually part of this thing.
Well, glad to hear that. And how about Elora? Let's hear from her.
Nisha, it has been a great journey. Starting with my personal experiences, there have been certain issues like, working with organizations we come across and, listening, and that becomes a theme when we were organizing a couple of such shows wherein we could listen to a lot of thought leaders across, HR professional across. So that was pretty insightful, number one. Number two is talking about being in L&D, how do we leverage technology and social media especially, so that has been another great experience, me too. And connecting with me too, with Kunjal and with SBR as well as Sundar. So the team has been, it's a global connect now. So that's great in terms of how do
Great.
we leverage technology and how do we move ahead. And
Great.
finally, when we talk about creating repository, and India HR Live has done that, a great repository for reference to draw upon to know things that are happening globally. I think these are some of the things that I carry on with me as a part of my learning process.
Well, glad to hear that, Elora. And as everyone said, yeah, I'm there with you guys. Um, Elora, can you be on mute? Okay, that's cool. So we're hearing a little bit of echo, so I wanted to avoid that. I'm not sure where that is happening. Yeah, as Ilora said, it's a learning platform, and we have asked our audience to share what do you like about India HR Live, and they shared something very interesting. It's like it's a collaborative learning platform, and it is live on air, and it is global platform. So this is one of the interesting perspective that we have received from our own audience, which is really great. And we were very thankful to all of our guest speakers who have shared their valuable insights with us. In fact, we were honored to Gautam Ghosh and Yashin Mahadev, who helped us launch this initiative for the first time. So that is there. And other than that, looking back 1 year, there are a lot of struggles that we had in between, but on top of it, we have received great traction from our audience. Like we have grown to a level that on each and every show we are having at least 300 views live during the live event. be it on Google Plus or be it on our web page. This is an average that I'm talking, but after once we broadcast the show, the views are increasing from 300 to even 500 to 600, which is really, really huge for us. And people are joining on our Twitter stream, and around 100 or so people are tweeting real time with us, which is really fascinating to me very personally. So now we have Rachita here joining with us right now, one of our team members. Rachita, can you hear us? No, I guess. So, Kunjal, if you can talk a little bit about from the Twitter thread, what do you, because you are actually acting as a community manager on Twitter for India HL Live. So, what do you see from Twitter thread? How are people reacting to our Twitter stream? Are they open enough to share their perspective? What have you learned or listened from them today morning?
Yeah, today, I mean, there are teenagers, thousands followers on the web. This ranges from students up to professionals and those who want to know more about it. I would have been deeper in the on various topics in this topic. In a very interactive than where it is more of sharing people are like asking questions and also kind of all these post this session they're also responding to the questions of the audience ask in a great platform as a community for the right people who are trying to learn what is their main that's what they are
Great, and in fact, what you have shared right now is, Twitter was always been there before, and then people were kind of, finding it easy to be there on Twitter in the very beginning. But comparing to that, Google Plus was something new for them that I have learned throughout my journey. Even when we invite our guests, I can tell you without any doubt, each and every guest that we have on, we do this trial run or test run with them, and they used to tell me this is the first time that they are using this Google Plus platform, which is really amazing to hear from them that they believe in what we have envisioned, and they believe in us. Yeah, this can be work, and it's a matter of working out the technology, and then they are sitting late night or even late night after their office hours, or even probably the early morning before they go to their office hours to do the test run with us, and making sure we go live on air on time as promised with a great quality. And sometimes we have these technical glitches, we cannot be avoided because Google Plus itself is a data platform, so that is there. So those were some of the obstacles that we had. I don't see that as a big obstacle, but as far as our technicality and the connectivity that they have, we are putting out great content right there, and people are valuing that, and that's all matters at this point. And me too. What do you say? What have you seen? From a Facebook friend. This is all about social media and social learning, right? So from a Facebook friend, how this platform can be used to entertain and engage the audience, and making sure more connectivity is there with your audience. What have you seen is working for you, or probably working for India HL Live?
Nisha, what I experienced from past few months is that when we share our content, which is not actually blocked with, we share images and share photos, we share, from yes now. We shared a lot and get a lot of likes and it's easier to view when you actually are referring to an image than when you are referring to a 3,000 words blog post. So I think it works better on Facebook.
Right. So we have this surprise. We are adding one more person to our team, and we told everyone that she will be there on the show, but unfortunately, she's not able to be with us. She's on her way, but she can't be there on the show with us today. But that's okay. We are welcoming her to the team, and that is Ruchi Bhatia. So I hope you can read it properly, right? For me, it is reverse. So, yeah. So that was our surprise. Ruchi Bhatia was our surprise, and she will be writing on our platform. So stay tuned for that, and we are so happy to have her on board on India HR Live team. So, SVR, what do you think, throughout this 1 year of journey, what do you think were some of the, topmost takeaways that you have received from India HR Live?
In this 1 year of journey, what I have seen is, in fact, it's a tremendous learning which everyone has basically come across. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
And second thing is the reaching the leadership team, which is not that easy for every one of us to connect us. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one where India HR Live has facilitated in reaching out to the leadership community. Third is understanding the leadership thoughts from them, and then apart from that, imbibing them across with your best practices in your organizations, which you can practice. So that's the other thing. Fourth is India HR Live has been facilitating the videos, I mean, maybe the YouTube channel where most of the HR professionals can basically subscribe, log in, and go through the videos at their leisure. So that's the impact which I have been seeing, and maybe we can't. I mean, every week there has been a tremendous growth in the community, and that's what I have been seeing even on the social media as well as off social media. Maybe on discussions on other LinkedIn groups, uh, where we are basically facilitating them with the different blogs and thoughtful blogs which is coming up.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. And in fact, we have told our audience that we will go real live on air this time, and it should be public, and anybody can join in for a Q&A, and they can ask questions to our team. And so I'm just tweeting this live link to everyone, so they can, if anybody wants to join us on this live show, they can join us here and bring your kick-ass question to us. So if anything that you need to know about how and why and more and stuff like that, I think join us. Okay, I hope everybody can see this link and they can join us here. And other than that, so we have one thing that we wanted to share with our audience is like we wanted to let everyone know why you all need to embrace social for the first time. We have, I mean, throughout this last 1 year journey, we have interacted with a lot of folks, even professionals like topmost professionals like Dr. TV Rao sir. He was using the Google Plus for the first time and kind of embraced and fascinated with this opportunity to be live on air, talking to you and sharing his perspective and using Twitter at the same point of time. And even now, he has been a real inspiration for all of us on the HR community. So that is such a good example for everyone who is not there on social, but really wanted to embrace that and find the value in it. So, what do you say to our team? What do you wanted to communicate to our audience that why should they embrace social in the first place? Me too. I would want to go with you first.
Um, I would say, Nisha, if you want to keep updated, then there is a website called unlearning.co.in. Can you? I'm not sure because I'm. Am I audible well?
Yes, you are, but we are facing some technical glitches at this point, which is really interesting and it should be. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hearing some echo, and I'm sure our guests can hear also. Hmm. So, SVR,
Better now.
can you be on mute? So let's see how that works. Yeah, you got it, me too.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was just saying, Nisha, if somebody has to be updated with everything happening around and related to work, related to personal life, related to maybe international, national use, and social media is the best and the easiest and the quickest option.
Great, great. That is such an interesting perspective. How about you, Kunchul?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about social media, but just one media tip to everyone is we always try to be active on all social media channels, which ideally would not work in the longer term. Pick and choose the platform that helps you and gets you maximum returns in terms of learning. That would be my real tip to everyone. Just pick and choose which channel works for you and which channel helps you in the longer run. Don't try to be active on all channels because again, at the end of the day, it's very difficult to manage all. So, but yes, the most active one would be Twitter because that's a medium for learning, sharing, and engaging with all. So my recommendation would be if you're not active on all, at least be active on Twitter. That's the case.
Great. And how about you, Ilora? Because you were initially you told us you learned a lot from us, and then that's how you came to Twitter for the first time. We kind of introduced you Twitter, and then you started. In fact, you started tweeting a lot nowadays. So, what is your experience?
Nisha, a couple of things. When we talk about India HR Live, it's like a ready reckoner. In the morning, you start your day. So I start my day with Chintan, then I log in to see what is the update as far as Twitter goes, as well as India HR Live is one of them. And globally, what are the trends or the concepts that are being discussed? So it is a kind of a reference immediately that to brush through regularly. Second is taking this further when we talk about students, when we talk about the students community, and using this as an interactive forum. This is where we are experimenting. Let's see, like I'm talking from NHRDN perspective. If it is successful, then I think it could be making a great wave in terms of learning across globally. So these are two things which definitely, has been beneficial for me when I talk about India Life Connect.
Great, great. So, SVR, how about you? I think we lost him and the audio is not working, or I guess. All right, so let's get back to some of the things. SVR, are you back there? Nope, he's not able to hear us, I guess so. This is I told you in the beginning this is going to be hilarious because it's us. Yeah. All right. So now I know, now our entire audience know all the India Agile Live team and what we do over here at India Agile Live, and this is a committed journey for us to bring great content, bring great HR thought leaders, and bring their thoughtful insights and unique experiences that way our audience can learn. If you were to start all over again, it's just only 1 year and long way to go, I know, but still, as a question, if you were to start all over again, how would that be? Eh, do you I know I'm putting you in a situation on the spot, no problem. But Kunjal, if
Yes.
you were to start all over again at India HR Live, looking back 1 year, how would that be, or what would that be?
If we go one year back, I would say that we would start the same way. We would learn from the technical glitches. We would go through running around, internet issues, broadband issues, last minute changes. These all things would definitely happen, and I would be more than happy if that happens again because that's a learning phase. Technology again cannot stop us from learning, but it normally helps us and enables us to learn. So irrespective of that, the learning platform is on, and yes, irrespective of that, I would still like to go through the same phase again, and maybe take it to the next level.
Great, great. And how about you? Me too.
Disha Kunjal is very smart. He is already taking what I wanted to say. Technical glitches is the only problem with this platform, which we actually have sometimes on and off. But other than that, it has been going wonderful, and it is going wonderful the way it is. So I remember the first time I was about to host a show. It was with Dr. Saroj Mahapatra,
Hmm.
and the guest was not able to join. I was actually, I was almost under a shock. What am I going to do now? So this is I have actually learned a lot being here on this team with this team. And I was the first time I used this Google Hangout with you, and it was the first time I was using with a guest, and it didn't work out. But now I know how I am going to manage it in future because now I know how these things happen. That was the first time for me. So I actually am having a great time learning and unlearning here.
Great. Well, great to hear that. And in fact, I would say to everyone in our audience to embrace Google Plus. If you are not there on Google Plus, because I've seen most of them have Gmail address. They know they have this Gmail address and Gmail account. But when we talk about Google Plus, it's kind of a new thing for them, and they haven't probably thought about it or probably haven't explored it, and probably no one has ever introduced them to Google Plus. So I am still hearing this echo. SVR, can you please be on mute? He is the culprit. I'm so sorry. Because as me too and Kunjal were saying, we have these technical glitches and we cannot avoid it. We are doing our best. I mean, best in a way to avoid all the technical glitches, irrespective of wherever our locations are. I'm in United States, and the guests they normally join from India and even from United States or UK or Europe or anywhere around the globe. But we are making sure we have great internet connectivity. That is the number one thing that we wanted to make sure. And once that is there, everything should be all right. Unless Google Plus is kicking you out. And it's not because of me, it's because of Google Plus. And I can assure you that. So, yeah, I was saying everyone should embrace Google Plus. If you have a Gmail account, you should definitely log into your Google Plus. There is an option to log into your Google Plus. You can see once you log into your Gmail, you can see on the top right most corner a plus sign with your name. Go check it out and log into your Google Plus and find out more fun things and interesting things. It's just like any other social platform, but more visibility is there because it's Google. Your searchability will increase. So whatever you are writing on your blog post, or even if you wanted to share some of your milestone on your Facebook, it can be a photo or probably a tweet, anything that you wanted to share. It can also be shared on Google Plus. There is a great community right there. Like we have our Twitter groups or we have our Facebook groups. You can always see Google Plus groups also. So this is not a Google Plus webinar or training session. I know, so I'm not taking that long. I know Kunjal is giving me a heads up and he is smiling there. So I know I need to stop at this point. But we will take you through uh, a training session or a webinar on how to explore Google Plus for building your personal brand and for sourcing as well. So stay tuned for that too. And other than that, what is something I left at this point, Kunchal? Is there anything that you would like to communicate, or is there anything that you would like to share with our audience on this happy moments?
Firstly, just like to thank everyone, online, offline, on Twitter and all the other social channels who've been encouraging us, and also special thanks to Nisha, who got up with this brilliant idea and who has managed to connect everyone, irrespective of whichever location they are. So it's a great platform. So just would like to thank everyone and the entire team, because it's at the end of the day it's a team effort, and it's a great team to be great to be associated with the team.
Right, and me too.
Yeah, Nisha, it's actually not only the team but the audience, because whenever I've just done it twice or thrice before, but whenever I see tweets and messages on Facebook during live shows, this actually creates a lot of excitement, a lot of encouragement. So cheers for the audience. They are actually supporting us very, very, very well. So I actually can see a lot of tweets, floating around right now at the moment also.
Mhm.
So it is adding to our celebration and it is adding to our, happiness here.
Right, great. In fact, before I get to Ilora and Rekshida and SVR, I wanted to share some of the tweets that our audience are sharing at this point. We were doing a tweetathon, India HL Live Year 1, that was the hashtag, and thankful to our India HL Live ambassadors, who we call as our audience, who we call as India HR Live ambassadors, and they are sharing their perspectives on Twitter. And I would like to read out some of them to you guys. Anshuman, he is sharing at this point. He's saying, "No need to change anything. You guys are doing amazing job in making HR one country." This is interesting to me, and interesting to all of our India HR Live team and viewers. And Chandra, he is saying, truly pleasant surprise and great moment in welcoming Ruchi, core team of India HR Live. And Anish Kohli, he is sharing great repository of reference on what's happening around the world in HR. So these are some interesting insights people are sharing across the world at this point, and our guests, they are sharing their um, thoughts and perspectives with us as well. Everything is all congratulations on the first anniversary. A strong platform for collaborative learning, says Paras. Oh, sorry. Okay, Parashaktri. Is it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry for my mispronunciation. Hi there. We are thankful to each and every one of you for joining with us on India HR Live show and supporting us, being there on our Twitter stream and sharing the thoughts and insights of our great thought leaders, our great guest speakers, and other than that, showing your support to enter India HR Live team. Without you, we couldn't have done all this, and we couldn't have come so far. This 1 year, we couldn't have completed this 1 year without you all. So we really, really thank you and look forward to your continued support. And Elora and SVR, would you like to share something to our audience?
Yes, Nisha,
Yeah, go
definitely
ahead.
looking the year ahead. It's like, how do we take it further beyond the HR thought leaders and HR professionals? For example, if I talk about the students community, and when we talk about leveraging learning using the social media, could we also look at this as a collaborative learning, wherein beyond classrooms, making the virtual connect, that is one area wherein, definitely we would want to focus more on. Second is, apart from this, if you could also have a CLO summit, e-summit, so as to say, to begin with.
Yeah, in fact,
These are,
we have planned that. It's on our way, and
yeah,
we have planned that in the next months to launch the summits, CEO
yes,
summits and CLO summits, which
yes,
is going to be
true.
happening soon. And thank you so much for bringing that up. I totally forgot about it.
And third would be Nisha, when we talk about reaching across, it is again reaching across to people, to individuals, wherein there are different communities of practice, wherein we talk about a social media platform like a Facebook or a LinkedIn. Could we also look at more groups to, leverage each other's learning platform? That is where could be an area focus for us.
Right. That is interesting perspectives from Elora. And how about you, SVR?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Fine.
Yes, we can.
One is my interaction with the student community. We had to basically address their requirements. One, maybe connect up with the student community from their respective colleges. That's the first thing. Second thing is what I have been hearing from professionals across the different geographies. One is there are people from countries like Nepal, Bangladesh, and Pakistan who would like to be participating in this discussions. Maybe I think we should start looking at engaging them. So that's the other thing, and engage the thought leadership of those countries so that we can understand what are their practices and how can we basically share our best practices with them, and so that we can create a global community. So that's what is the other thing which I'm looking at.
Great. So, yeah, we look forward to your support in helping us connect with HR thought leaders in those countries that we haven't ever reached out yet. And again, Kunjal, me too, Elora, and SVR, and the people who haven't joined with us or who were not able to join with us at this moment is Rakshida, Sharad, Sundar Ramachandran, and Rimjim Bray, and Ruji Bhatia are those people who were not able to join with us at this point. And so thank you so much to all of you for being with me and working together for making a great impact among the HR community and helping India HR Live add value to the HR community so that they can learn and grow with us. All right. So I'm not taking that long, and we need to wrap up at this point. Thank you so much to all of you, and we will
Pleasure.
talk.
Thank you all. Pleasure.
All right, so thank you so much to all of our audience. Stay tuned for our next show at indiahrlive.com, and we really appreciate your support. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Thanks, Nisha.
And also stay tuned for most surprises coming in.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's there. That's there.
Great.